Welcome into Extra Time. The boys are here, as is Stuart Robson. And Stuart Robson maybe sent me a text on Monday saying, I told you so about Jorginho. Very proud you were, Robbo.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you had somebody come in and give a video. I think you played it on air just to embarrass me. This chap giving me a telling off that I didn't know anything about Jorginho, that I was all wrong about him, that he could do all these things. I think I might, on this occasion, have had the last laugh.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
The trouble
that,
is,
ladies and gentlemen, is what smug looks like.
the trouble is, Robbo, you're not on Twitter to see all these social media hipsters who think they know absolutely everything and drag out the old stats. Here's the stats.
Yeah.
Look, here's the stats. This tells you he played well. How can it be wrong? The usual muppets.
Who would?
They've been listening to too many journalists. That's what it is.
Oh, here we go.
You guys know nothing. You don't know anything about football. No, there's only like 200 plus international caps between all the boys. But we know nothing about football. How do you know nothing? Who does? What have you got to do? Write about it?
Who would the guys rather have on their team? Son?
I never get that. I never get that when people say, you guys don't know anything about the game. Nothing. I'm like, what do you think we did for 20 years?
They're Twitter people. They're not real people.
No, but I'm
are
just
they?
saying, what do you think? You don't know as much as... Oh, my God.
Right.
I know they're Twitter people. They're muppets.
Son or Mane? Who would you prefer?
Ooh.
Robbo?
At the moment, I would go with Son because he's playing out of his skin. If I was buying a player for next season, I'd buy Mane.
That's a rubbish answer.
No, it's not.
Of course it is.
I was going to give that same answer.
No, you won't.
I think it's a great answer.
That's
Well
a
said,
terrible
Robbo.
answer.
No, that's a good answer.
Son,
Right now, Son is in better form. But if you had to build your team around one, as Rob was suggesting, I'd buy Mane. That's all. It's like Sterling and Salah that you had
Shaka,
last
I love
week.
you, Shaka.
All right. Craig?
Well, I'm quite fond of you as well,
you
Stuart.
can't answer.
I know nothing about the game.
Right. Okay.
answer it.
You do know something about fries, though.
No, and you know nothing either.
Shaka, where are you going? Curly, seasoned, or waffle fries?
Seasoned.
Seasoned?
What's a waffle fry?
So, like Chick-fil-A. Have you been to Chick-fil-A?
Curly and waffle, those aren't real fries. That's a waste of
Oh, Chick-fil-A's
oil.
waffle fries aren't.
And by the way, sort out the
That's a
terminology.
waste of oil.
Sort the terminology out.
Right.
It's chips.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Right.
in America,
Chips.
no. Chips is something different.
So explain to me, Chick-fil-A. I've not been there.
Yes, it's awesome.
He's always
Seems
going
to
on
be
about
the kind of
Chick-fil-A.
place you take the kids.
Yes.
No,
Right,
kids
well-
take him, Chick-fil-A. He is always going on about Chick-fil-A.
I love it. It's good.
To be fair, he's not. You know,
Oh, yeah. I mean,
he's not.
Kids-
I mean, his palate's better than Stevie Nichols.
he shops at
Only
the same place as his kids. He eats at the same place as his kids.
Does.
Hey, it's cheap,
Cheesecake
it's
Factory.
cheap.
There he is. There we go. That's your
A
Saturday
bit
night.
pricey, Cheesecake Factory. What's your most precious footballing trinket you've saved over the years? Good question.
Oh.
Robbo?
I was in the PFA team of 1986, so I was quite pleased about that. So that would be my best trinket, I would say.
Oh, nice.
What can it be?
Anything, like your award, Celtic award, what was it? Footballer of the Year?
That wasn't Celtic. That was the Football Writers.
Right, okay.
Scottish Football Writers. But no, I actually had I told you this. I know I've told you in the show before. I had saved, and I'd never saved shirts, but I did save the Scotland shirt from the opening match of the '98 World Cup.
Right.
I had it framed, signed by everybody, the whole squad. I had all the Brazilian pennants and badges and everything placed in it, and it got nicked from the house.
Oh.
It got stolen from my house in Nottingham when I was on holiday. My house got ransacked, and that was the one. They took TVs and all that,
Yeah.
which all had a monetary value. They
Yeah.
took the framed World Cup shirt, which was the actual one I played in. It had no monetary value to anybody. But it means it's gone. I don't know, but that was something I had, but I don't. Still got my Football Writers Player of the Year award, but I don't think anybody wants that.
Shaq?
In 2006, Adidas made boots for each of the teams that they sponsored to go to the World Cup. So trying to make we had our own boots, so to speak. and I got a pair of those, and the entire 2006 squad signed it.
Nice.
And that's my most valuable trinket.
Keep them safe, Shaq.
Dan,
I will.
I'm going to answer this for Shaka. I want to answer this for Shaka.
Oh.
His best trinket was that Maserati he used to turn up with when he used to bring his kids to school. The open-top Maserati where he used to lean out with his sunglasses on.
All right.
Oh, dear,
Stop making it
disgraceful.
up, Stu. Stop making stories up.
Should have head above the windscreen.
I have no
That was
idea
your
what
biggest trinket.
I have no idea what
Never you had-
I had never owned a convertible Maserati in my life.
What are your plans this weekend, Robbo?
I'm going to be doing 3 games.
Wow.
It's going to be Brighton against Derby, Atalanta against Milan, and then Chelsea versus Manchester United.
Well, that Atalanta Milan game might be all right because it's a battle for the top 4. And
You're at Atalanta.
And Atalanta are
You and your
one of
Serie
the
A
most
ways.
attacking
Bring it up,
teams
Atalanta
in
all the
Serie A. Am I right, Robbo, or am I not?
Yeah, right.
They are. Gasparini, always 3 at the back. He's a top-class manager. He can get the best out of the players. It'll be a tough game for Milan.
Your weekend plans, Craig? You're off tomorrow, aren't you?
I'm off tomorrow. I'm in Sunday with you and Shaq.
Yeah.
We'll make the most of what we've got.
Yes.
Which will not be a lot.
A bit like
And
today.
I may venture out on Saturday evening with the significant other, as I normally do on a Saturday, in the area that I live.
Shaka, that's date night in the Burley house. Oh, beautiful.
I'm dropping my wife to the airport, but Craig's on with his business. Craig's going out with his business for something to eat. I'm taking her to the airport.
She's going to London.
She's going to London with our youngest.
Ah.
For
And
a
your
few
credit
days.
card.
Yeah.
Will there be an upset in the FA Cup this weekend? Robert, I feel you're well versed to talk about this.
I think the biggest upset could be Wimbledon are in the bottom division now, beating Millwall of the Championship. That could be an upset, and it could be all hell breaking loose when Millwall do lose.
Yeah.
Derby beating who? Brighton is the only chance of an upset.
Really? Derby's
Yes.
struggling a little bit.
Let's be honest.
That's all right.
Everybody's only looking at one game for an upset.
Yeah, Newport.
Newport. Did you see the story about? I don't know if it was true, because I didn't bother clicking on and reading it.
Right. Okay,
About-
this is a good start.
About because Newport's pitch is very cut up.
Yes.
Was that the city manager, whose name I'm Guardiola.
Good. How many years, Shaq?
Why do you have to say it like that? Guardiola.
Because
I got to
Guardiola.
he always says Guardiola.
essentiate the A. Is that he apparently dug up, not personally, he got the ground staff to dig up one of the training pitches, one of the many that they've got, to imitate the Newport pitch.
Really?
I don't know, I never clicked on the link.
You seem to have got a lot of information for not clicking on the link.
Well, because
From a headline.
I read the headline, which you shouldn't do. But I didn't know if he did it or
Which
not.
you shouldn't
It's a
do.
real
Why
whodunit.
shouldn't you read the headline?
Because sub-editors normally put horrible headlines on that have got nothing to do with the actual story themselves, as we know.
Why didn't you click on the story?
So
No, I was-
we've had a 10-minute discussion about a headline that you read, and we're not sure if it's true or not.
Yes.
All right?
Oh, I think Grounds
But
was
if it
happy.
is true, it was quite
It's good.
attention to detail.
Yes.
I didn't get a chance to click on the link.
Wow.
I couldn't get my finger down there. I was like, so I don't know. I read the headline, should never do that. Headline's always different to the story, for a reason for that.
Not really, is it?
Well, yes, a lot of times.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, it's pretty much.
No, it's not.
Are you all hearing the discussions we're having?
That
This
is
is
it. ESPN FC is back tomorrow. Craig's on date night, so he's away. But Shaka.
I've not made my decision.
Well, I'm not here on Saturday. I'm here on Sunday.
Oh, Sunday.
I have to take my wife to the airport.
All right.
I may have mentioned.
Saturday evening, the late game, and this for me is what the FA Cup is all about.
It
isn't
totally is. It totally is.
Newport County against Manchester City at the Rodney Parade. Don't know if you ever played there. It's
No,
actually,
No,
thankfully
no,
not.
it's actually a rugby stadium that is Newport County.
What does it hold? Do you know what it holds?
It holds about 7,500.
Yeah,
But those fans will be right close
Yeah.
to the pitch. It'll be something very, very different for Messrs. Aguero and De Bruyne.
The thing with this Manchester City side, and there were a few quotes from the boys the other week about they thought they lost it when they drew, and then all of a sudden Liverpool drew a couple of games. The way that they responded, the way that they've played against decent opposition,
Yeah.
has been pretty remarkable. You know, nobody's moaning now on the, you know, when Jesus is not playing and Aguero's playing, he's not pouting on the sidelines. I think the professionalism that Pep has brought, not only all the other stuff that we can talk ad nauseum about what he's done to improve players, but what he's done to make this is not one of those, you know, they could wobble a little bit here. City ain't going to wobble at Newport. There's no way that they're going to wobble.
Is there not even something in the back of some of those star players' minds going, Rodney Parade?
Yeah.
Who are these guys?
No,
what are we doing here?
which you can understand, but at the same time, you don't get to this level without knowing that playing these kinds of games are part and parcel of what it takes to be at a club like Manchester City. It's not going to be you know, Old Trafford against Manchester United, but you know you have to get the job done. On the other side of that very same coin, though, is you are competing in 4 different competitions. Games are going to be coming thick and fast.
Yeah, true.
You've got very little wiggle room in any of those competitions, and now you are handed a tie in the 5th round against Newport, which, let's be honest, could be over in 15 minutes. That's what you want.
Yeah.
If you're part of that squad and you know how many...
You'd rather have this than Chelsea.
You'd rather have this. You have this, you go out 15 minutes, score 3 or 4, and then just coast for the rest of the game. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
This game against Wolves was like a little bit of a microcosm of what we've seen from Bayern so far this season, wasn't it?
Yeah,
In the sense that there is that real vulnerability at the back, but they will get goals.
It was, but if you're a Bayern fan, you're sitting and you're saying, well, 1 own goal and 1 very good finish by G is brought the 2 goals to Augsburg, an Augsburg team that are struggling desperately. But you look at this team, and you look at this Bayern team, and even if you want to kind of compare and contrast with Liverpool, the only advantage I see this Bayern team having over Liverpool is an experience.
Right.
That this squad of players has is experience, and it's an aging squad, those players that with the experience. But you go man for man, I'm not sure how many players in this Bayern team...
You mean a combined 11, Jack?
Well, I was leaving that for Craig here, but that's his forte. You know how Craig feels about those. But, you know, there's nobody really from this Bayern team who I think gets into the Liverpool team, outside of maybe Alcantara, Kimmich maybe, but not on tonight's showing. Outside of that, I think Liverpool have this Bayern team beat in every other position.
Sarri's sticking with the same old policy, and he's still got a player in there that I think is the main reason why Chelsea aren't winning enough games, and that's, you know, I'm going to say, Jorginho. As I said right at the start of the season, he can't run, which means he can't defend spaces outside of the fullbacks. He can't head the ball, so he can't get between his centre-halves and do a good defensive job there. He can't see a forward pass unless he's got lots of time on the ball, so he can only pass backwards and square. He can't manipulate the ball, so wriggle out of situations. So he is a liability for Chelsea. And all the time that he is in the side, Chelsea, I don't think, will qualify for the Champions League.
Julien Laurent is with us in a nice warm studio, and outside Old Trafford, as always in the cold, Mark Ogden.
Producers definitely don't like Mark, do they?
No, everyone else is in the warm all the time.
Are you sure you know what you're doing? You're looking at that screen with some confusion in your face.
Are United in there, Louise? Seriously?
I look forward to Shaka's power rankings. Those, even by his standards, those were special today.
Number 4 is...
This is not going to work.
Liverpool!
Yeah. This is not working.
Just making it up as he goes.
Shaka, you're a disaster.
You know me and technology, we don't get all
You're
that.
a disaster, Shaka.
Gab, you've been a big supporter of Sarri on the show.
I think I've been more of an explainer of Sarri more than a supporter.
Try to be an apologist for this guy. At full meltdown, he changed
I'm not
nothing.
being an apologist, but you know
are.
what? Listen.
Yeah,
and then
come
you
on, let's
settle
stop.
down. What are you going to change?
What do you mean what you're going to change? Go your back 3. Play 4-3-4-3. Play 3-5-2. Play 4-5-1. Anything. They switched off, put the slippers on, had lit a big Havana cigar, and we're going, oh my God, this team are awful.
Let's go back to Sanchez.
Do you want to go back to a question we did last week as well?
Well, I'm going to tell you what I was going to say now.
I thought it was going to be important.
You don't sound that excited about seeing your grand...
Of course I am, but it's hardly a holiday. I'm not lying somewhere with a beer in my hand, am I?
Bar.
Changing diapers and getting rid of nappies and all that.
Don't you put nappies like in the garbage? Just throw them in the house.
Would Mourinho have pulled off a win tonight?
Oh, well, let's not go back down that. Huh?
I didn't ask it. This person here did. I don't know, Shaq. It's just a question.
Well, you asked it.
I read it. It's a difference.
If any tweets say Sarri ball or Sarri system, please veto them.
So Sarri ball's out. Didn't you tweet Sarri ball though earlier?
That's not a question for the show.
What does Gab think about pizza in New York?
The only thing I have a serious problem with is pineapple on pizza and bolognese sauce on
I
pizza.
love a bit of
and
pineapple
all this
on
other
pizza.
nonsense.
A pineapple on a pizza in a restaurant should be taken
What
outside
if I have a
and
pizza
flogged.
and the pineapple spells out Sarri ball?
You're liable for me to come in and club you to death.
How loud does Shaka snore? I don't know quite that exactly.
Well,
What prompted this question?
Well, it's your pre-show preparation, Shaka. It's thorough and it's based on being well rested for the
it's
show.
thorough. It's very thorough.
Needed a power nap.
Well, that was powerful enough.
Yeah.
You don't even know he falls asleep.
I'm a stealth power napper.
Okay, thank you very much. Good night.
Got the music on in the background.
Oh, you can stay longer if you want.
What?